Oh my God, this is the greatest day. Look at this meme right here on the internet. It's so absolutely good. Ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea how good, how glorious. This is the greatest victory ever for America. Jasmine Ghetto, unqualified DEI, literally the poster child for DEI, Crockett, is gone, out. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya, hasta la pasta. Look at that glorious vision, America. And by the way, James Talarico is not that much better than Crockett, but I think a bag of rocks is better than Crockett. She has lost, Jasmine Crockett, the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate in Texas, unequivocally, basically putting an end to her abysmal career in Congress. Jasmine had to decline. Remember this, guys. Oh my God, this is such a if you're as happy as I am, give me a yeah in the comments right now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I may do a live stream giveaway just to celebrate this. So make sure you follow and subscribe. I give away cash, Amazon gift cards, merch. You don't want to miss that. Jasmine had to decline re-election for her present seat in the U.S. House in order to run for Senate. So guess what, y'all? She's out by the end of the year, and she did not go out. Well, she went out in her usual, typical quintessence of undignified, unqualified, ratchet, ghetto fashion. So I've got a couple of clips that I have to share with you. One where she completely lost her kind of appropriating accent of Miss Ghetto. I think a couple of people have done some really in-depth investigative journalistic reports on her background. This is somebody who definitely cannot relate to, people who have actually worked, rolled their sleeves up, actually break their backs with blood, sweat, and tears, earning their positions, even though she claims to, and she appropriates all of these accents and urban accents. It's all fake. It's all phony, just like her and her entire cabal cult called the Hippocrats. But this is absolutely incredible. This was a Democratic primary in a I don't know what's going on with this 30th district in Texas. It's insane to me that this guy Talarico and Crockett, I still can't even believe Crockett. I mean, if you look at how many votes she got, she's still got a lot of votes. I mean, that's to me nuts. It wasn't like it was a landslide, but obviously it was enough, thank God, to end her career. But still, 1 million people, I mean, that's a lot of people actually thought that she was fit. This is somebody who was considered the star of the Democrat Party. Remember, not that long ago, as a matter of fact, she did an ad where she had President Trump's voiceover, which absolutely broke the internet. Remember this?
How about this new one they have, their new star, Crockett? How about her? She's the new star of the Democrat Party, Jasmine Crockett. They're in big trouble.
But you have this woman, Crockett. She's a very low IQ person.
I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person. Crockett. Oh, man. Oh, man. She's a very low IQ person.
Somebody said the other day she's one of the leaders of the party. I said, you got to be kidding.
Now they're going to rely on Crockett. Crockett's going to bring them back.
I mean, it doesn't get, she actually thought that was a useful ad. Oh my God, I'm crying tears of joy. This is so good. But that's not the clip, the main clip I wanted to share with you, even though that one's really, really good. You're not going to believe this. She actually had the audacity. What am I saying? Of course you're going to believe this. Of course she had the audacity to do this. But she actually walked out of her own event, storming out, as a matter of fact, and crying that they cheated following this brutal laws. You're not going to, I mean, this is, there's degradation, there's emptying out any credibility and any semblance of ethos that you have, and then there's Crockett.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do. And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So I want you to enjoy yourselves. but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow.
So let me see if I understand this correctly. So it's a Democrat district, it's a Democrat primary. Democrats are voting, yet it was Republicans who cheated? Somebody make that make sense to me. I think what she's going to have to do, I don't think anybody's going to hire her. And by the way, that was before she actually conceded and it was finalized that Jasmine Crockett's career, her political career, is finally over. This is such sweet bliss. This is such a magnanimous sunshine ocean of ecstasy that should be felt across the entire United States. This is literally one of the worst individuals, the biggest representative disgraces that the United States has ever seen. But it has to do with the Republicans. It's the Republicans' fault. It's racism. Watch this clip.
All Red has already stated, we encourage each and every one of you to remain resilient. We cannot allow this type of behavior to be rewarded, because so long as they know that they can win, even if it means cheating, then they will continue to do it. So I am asking you, I am begging you to make sure that you go ahead and figure out where it is that you are supposed to vote, stand in line, wait in line.
I think her new book tour, she's going to pull a, watch what's going to happen. She's going to pull a Kamala because she can't handle the free market. She can't compete with other people for actual real jobs. So she's going to milk this for everything that's worth. She's probably going to write a new book called, Forever the Victim, the Forever Victim book tour, the America's a Racist. That's why Kamala lost, and that's why I lost, and Republicans cheat. And the sad, real tragedy is people are going to actually buy this ridiculous book. She's probably going to make money doing it, and it's just going to be absolutely pathetic. But here's the authenticity candidate. Here's a clip that I just absolutely love. You notice in any of both those interviews, she didn't have that sort of fake accent, the fake ghetto, the fake urban, the fake I'm one of you, much like Newscomb, much like Kamala had like 20 accents. Look at this. This is supposed to be the authenticity candidate. Watch this. If you or anybody you know is experiencing Medicare or has Medicare or having problems or issues, you're not alone. And that is why I have partnered with Chapter. Chapter is a nonprofit organization, unbiased, independent, and it's 100% free. It's like having the most amazing expert consultant that can help you gain clarity on your Medicare program for nothing. Call this number right now. Chapter has helped scores of our viewers and listeners. Check out this testimonial right here. This viewer said that this was the greatest Medicare phone call they've ever been on. Just good, honest information, no broker fees. Thank you so much for the share, Professor Nez. This viewer said, I just got off the phone with Chapter, was able to save over $1,000 a year by calling them. Thank you, Professor Nez. Another viewer said they saved even more. So call this number, 656-218-0931, and gain clarity today and tell them Professor Nez says hello. I'll leave a link in the number in the pinned comment, show notes, and description down below. But again, that number is 656-218-0931. You can also go to askchapter.org/Professor Nez. Again, 656-218-0931. Call and start saving today.
And that is actually what they are fearful of, is my authenticity, because it rings true with every single American. No one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress.
Baby, because these people, they are crazy, because they always talk about how Christian they is. Yeah, I don't know how many of them on that side are getting divorced because they getting caught up sleeping with their co-workers, staffers, interns, all the things.
On-campus mailboxes, and at that time, my school hired the Cochran firm. And there was a lawyer who graduated from University of Houston who was assigned to me.
You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
I want the American people to know that when you stand up to a bully, you win. Do not back down. Do not bend.
And I'm going to be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out, all right?
But at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I am authentic.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I could show a million clips of this absolute travesty known as Jasmine Crockett. I mean, this is, again, I've said it, it's an absolutely glorious day, but why bother? Why bother? It's so disgusting, revolting, repulsive, really the biggest gigantic embarrassment, maybe even more embarrassment than Cameo's AOC and Goldman and Chrissy Murphy. God, there's a lot of embarrassments on the Democrat side. But the bottom line is that 1 million people voted for her. She somehow was still in this race. And I would liquidate my portfolio. I would bet the entire farm. Nobody watching this can give me one achievement that Jasmine Ghetto Crockett has executed her entire political career. Not just this term, her entire political. Give me one strategy, vision for America, policy that benefits America, not her. One accomplishment, one track record. Is there anything on her resume that would make you go, wow? Other than the fact that she essentially engaged in everything that she accuses Trump of. Remember, these are the same people who accused Trump. Anytime Trump said that 2020 was rigged, which we know for a fact it was, anytime Trump questioned any election, he's an election denier. But wait, what did you just say? You just said that the Republicans cheated. You blamed your loss on election rigging. So again, the hypocrisy knows no bounds with these people. But the saddest fact, literally the saddest fact, there's not one thing on her resume. She engaged in demagoguery. She engaged in the one thing that apparently the only thing that Democrats care about, not their wallet, not their safety, not the fact that, their healthcare premiums are lower, not the fact that the stock market's doing well, not the fact that, they have some kind of global respect that was direly missing when Vegetable Chief Joe Biden was there. No, the only thing that seemingly Democrats need to run on is hating one individual, consumed with TDS. That is the most pathetic political party in the history of American politics. Forget American politics, the history of any politics, period. I mean, am I wrong? Let me know in the comments. I'm happy to be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Give me one achievement. I can't wait to hear from you. Now, this guy, James Talarico, this is what I meant earlier when I said, what in the world is going on with this district in Texas? This guy is actually nuts. Like, he's actually nuts. He claims that God is non-binary. Cuckoo, cuckoo. And then he also thinks this about our borders. Wow.
Our southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a giant welcome mat.
Holy macadamia nut. So we got rid of one insidious, mentally deficient, unqualified DEI hire. And the guy who's taken her spot, or who could potentially, we'll see what happens in November, is not that much better. So Texas, talk to me, man. You're starting to kind of resemble California, my home state, which hope to God, we finally get somebody who can make sense running this state. I'm begging everybody in my home state to vote for anybody other than Swalwell. I have a really great clip. Speaking of Swalwell, if you needed more proof, I've got a fantastic clip here that I'd like to share with you during the DHS hearing with Kristi Noem, where she just absolutely schooled. This is, again, so open border, front porch, this Talarico guy. Crockett didn't run on anything, no accomplishments. And here's Swalwell. His name's Eric Swalwell, but I call him Swalwell because he's a total scum-sucking mook. Here he is right here defending criminals. Literally, openly documented in an open hearing, testifying against law and order. And Kristi Noem could not have been more intelligent, articulate, patient, calm, and composed, explaining her side of it. This clip is brilliant, and it says everything about the Democrat Party. Wow.
I went and saw Miguel in Mexico. He doesn't have a job. He's not able to provide. And he said his Spanish isn't even that great because he hasn't been there for 30 years, and it's hard for him to communicate. Do you see the pain of families like Miguel Lopez, someone who did not commit a violent crime but has been separated from his family and is not providing, is not working?
Congressman,
do you see that pain?
Did he have a criminal record?
Did Mr. Lopez have a criminal record? In 1995, he pled to a lesser nonviolent charge. But do you see the pain
I do see the pain, and I wish people would do things correctly. If they're not in legal status in this country, they can return home. We will pay for them to return home.
Yeah.
I hope he got the $2,600 he could have gotten.
Do you think that makes up for not being with his family?
It helps because we have agreements with these countries where they are helping to facilitate housing.
It was a nonviolent crime, Secretary.
But then he gets the chance to come back the right way. Now that he's waited until he's been detained and deported, he will never get the chance to come back to the United States.
It was
I wish that he would have made the right decision and decided to go home to help his family and him to be together. They have choices that they can make to be together, and we're hopeful that they will continue to do that.
What was Mr. Lopez a criminal? Excuse me? Yeah. Who else are we talking about, you dumb mook? He gets called out, right? You know what? I mean, I swear to you, this is right. A lot of people say, Nez, why don't you run for? I can't, man. My blood pressure could not handle it because I just want to wring these people's necks. Their hypocrisy just melts into my skin, and I feel like my whole body's on fire, and I need to do something. And the only way to dispense it is to literally, I just want to just choke them. I'm sorry, I just do. My video is probably going to get taken down now because I said that. I apologize, YouTube. Don't take my video down. Oh my God, it's just so bad. Like, who cares if it was a non-violent? It's still a crime. If you're here in the United, there's no other country on planet Earth where you can just hang around illegally and everything is fine. Why would we allow it in the #1 greatest country mankind has ever known? Why do we even have laws if we just are going to pick and choose selectively which ones to follow and abide by? It's just complete nuts. Never mind the fact that all these illegal criminals are committing mortal harm to American citizens. No protest for Laken Riley. No signs for Rachel Marin. No rallies for Jocelyn Nungre. And the tens of thousands of Americans, could be your daughter, my daughter, could be your neighbor, your mother, your sister, my neighbor, vice versa. Not one protest. Not one single declaration. Not one single utterance of condolences from this party. That's all you need to know, folks. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about all this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you as happy as I am? And here's a free poll. If you made it this far, I want to hear from you. What do you think that Madam Crockett's going to do now that she has no congressional seat and she lost the Senate primary and she's essentially out? Do you actually think she's going to have the audacity to think she has a shot to run for president? You know, AOC, there was an Axios report where the Democrat Party was going to put a lot of their weight behind AOC, which to me is like, hallelujah, bring it on. There's no way in a billion years. But I guess I shouldn't do that because once you underestimate your enemy, that's when you can get in trouble. I mean, Mamdani is living proof of that, and she campaigned heavily with Mamdani. So we shouldn't underestimate AOC, and that would be the worst thing that could ever happen. Maybe even worse than Kamala. I don't know. There's not that much that could be worse than Kamala, but AOC winning would be, a tragedy of epic proportions. What is Crockett going to do now? Can she do? Where's she going to go? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Just in case you missed them, tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.